Hi everyone, it's been a while since we last caught up, and I thought that it is time for me to give you a bit of an update of what I have been up to. So this is probably gonna be the first video where it is fully unscripted. I will be looking here a little bit because I have my computer here of the things that I want to update you guys on, and I have a nice cup of tea and let's get started. So, where have I been? I've been actually missing posting videos here a lot, but like some of you might have seen in my last update, I said that I have been exploring some new territory, specifically AI and shaders. So in terms of AI, I actually have been exploring using it as a tool to learn, and it has been a game changer. I must tell you, I have been enjoying it a lot. Basically, I've been exploring a little bit outside of the P5 container. Specifically, I've been trying to build websites, and I actually had never done any of that before. And how I got introduced into all of this was actually using this tool called Lovable to make a website. And within a few prompts, I get a really cool working website, and I'm like, oh my god, this is so cool. But I quickly learned that a lot of the things that I have been using AI to generate becomes more like a black box to me because I don't really know exactly how the framework is, how things are put together, more like the overview of the architecture of a website, I guess, both front end, back end, everything. So after that, I was determined to figure it all out, but to do that from scratch by myself would be very difficult. So I had been using Claude Code specifically to actually help me structure a curriculum, and I've been spending about an hour to an hour and a half each day learning web dev and also other things. Now onto shaders. So why am I interested in exploring this topic? So this topic I have heard for a long time. I have seen videos popping up on my feed. I have seen Instagram posts. I have heard of the term GLSL, but I just never really understood the hype. It might be because I was not as interested in making 3D graphical sketches or 3D stuff. And so I just never really looked into it. But since I've learned about the new P5 Strands library, which is a P5 library that allows you to write shader codes more easily, specifically writing it with JavaScript instead of GLSL, I start to figure out what it's all about. And I think I have finally jumped onto this train, and I have been enjoying it a lot. And as you can probably see from a few of my experiments on Instagram, I have been making some pretty cool stuff. And on top of that, I have also explored this library called 3JS, which allows you to do a lot of interactive, cool 3D world type websites. So I'm really excited to learn a little bit more and start making. But I think with my exploration for the past month and a half, I think the most exciting thing for me is that I feel like the skills that I have acquired in the past few years with P5 have really come in very handy. I think there are a lot of things that I can pick up much more easily now because I know what I know from P5. So I'm excited to figure out what those are so I can start making video tutorials or maybe like explanation type videos to kind of walk you along with me as I embark on this new direction. Okay, so in the previous section I touched on what I explored. So now maybe I go a little bit deeper on how I've been learning. So in the past month and a half, I have spent at least an hour to an hour and a half every single day just learning these topics. And how I do it is not just consuming content, but also really creating. And I've done this one time previously before, a few years ago, which was when I was trying to learn P5 more intensely. And how I did it was exactly the same the combination of consuming and creating. And what I consumed mainly was actually the Coding Trains video. So shout out to Dan. And then I started to really just make a lot of sketches by myself and just really learn that way. And I learned that from that previous experience, that by spending an hour or a few hours each day, but every day, so consistent daily sessions over a long period of time really helped me learn. And over time, I know that it really accumulates, and after a long while, it just clicks. And I mean, it really hasn't been that long for me in this time around. Like, it's only been a month and a half, and I already feel like I've learned enough or a lot for me to have this momentum going, and it makes me want to learn more and spend more time. But that consistency and that discipline of just spending at least an hour every day really pays off. Okay, but this time around, the thing that has changed a lot is using AI as my tutor. So I actually have not used it to help me code, but I have used it to help me build the curriculum in which I, tell it what I want to learn and what is the result that I want to get, or like the output that I want to get, and then I iterate with it over time. One thing though, I'm actually currently using Claude Code to help me do this, but I have not integrated it into my code editor because I want to force myself to write everything myself or code everything myself, but use it as a tutor to show me code and to tell me what to type if I need some of that help, and also use it to ask questions. And I have lots of questions, so it's been really, really good in terms of my learning process. So now that you know where I've been in the past month and a half, so what's coming? So I am actually working on a few different projects, one of which is I'm making a pretty fun website and I want to share it, but I'm not sure in which format yet. I've been so used to making tutorials that other formats just seem a little bit foreign to me. Even this video where it's unscripted, this is also new. So I hope that you like it. But if you have any ideas or suggestions or comments of the type of video that I should make, let me know. But with this type of learning journey, I'm still thinking of maybe doing it like a creative dev log, or I don't know, feel free to suggest. But I also want to go back into making tutorials. Also, I am really missing that. It gives me a lot of joy to make tutorials, but maybe I'll start a shader series tutorials. What do you think? I'm still very new, so please expect this as, from one beginner teaching another beginner, but this beginner might be a month or 2 months ahead of you. So I know exactly what beginners need because I was just there not so long ago. But at the same time, I think I know enough now to start sharing knowledge, and also I think it will really help me solidify my learning. So I think you can expect those two coming sometime soon. All right. A little bit of a life update. I recently took a trip to Taipei, and one of the highlights is meeting a creative coding community. This was the second time I visited the city, but this time around is a lot different. I feel like I am in this foreign city, but I have this group of people who share the same interests, the same passion for creative coding. So it's been so nice to be in a new place, but getting to talk about some familiar topics. And I really hope that I can do a lot more of this in many different cities around the world and meet you guys along the way. So I think that should be enough of an update. Anyway, please bear with me. I hope to come back here regularly very, very soon. And yeah, I just need a little bit more time to flesh out some new ideas, some new directions, but they're all very exciting. And I feel like, I don't know, it feels a little bit very it feels very refreshing for me to get to learn, to dive into new topics. It feels exactly like how I felt a few years ago when I started with P5. So this video is just telling you that I'm not going anywhere. I will come back soon. But if you miss me too much, I have over 150 tutorials that you can check out. But yeah, with that, I will see you next time very, very soon. Bye!